Yes. Now look at page number 85. Who else is solving it? Then you should be telling me, okay? Complete it first.
Sir, there is no question number 14, third question.
Illustration 14.
You have question 14, third part.
That is 1, not 3. 1. Now look at page 85, question 14, sub question 1. Sigma x minus x bar whole square is 72. Directly you have to apply the formula. Directly in the denominator you will take square root of 72. Able to understand it? Yes. Sigma y minus y bar whole square, directly in the square root you will take 32. And sigma x minus x bar y minus y bar, directly in the numerator you will take 45. So I need not waste time on such question in the class. All the values are given. I told you 4, 5, 6 formulas can be used in long question as well as short questions. Question 15, understand the language properly. Question 15. Average, raise your hand. What do you mean by average? Raise your hand.
Not
But you don't understand. That's X bar is 60, Y bar is 95. Raise your hand. The sum of squares of deviations taken from their means. Means what? Raise your hand. Don't speak just in between. Disha?
X minus x bar whole square and then y minus.
Correct. Be attentive. Sum of means sigma. Squares of means square. Deviation taken from mean means x minus x bar. For y bar. Sum sigma squares deviation taken from means y minus. Any confusion in this?
No.
So 920 is sigma x minus x bar whole square. 1050 is sigma y minus y bar whole square. Now raise your hand. Sum of product of deviations taken from their means. Vrinda? Yes, sigma x minus x bar into y minus product means multiplication. So sigma x minus x bar into y minus y bar. Who said the period is over? Until and unless I say pack your bags and leave, you will not do that. Page number 66. Page number 66. Do you remember after discussing the scatter diagram I told you it has only one limitation? What was that? Exact value cannot be obtained. Otherwise all are advantages only. Look at page 66, merits and limitations of scatter diagram. You'll learn it and come tomorrow. In the beginning, after the formulas, first I'll ask you the merits and demerits. In statistics, the only trouble in 12th standard with the students face, and even in 11th standard used to face, was theory part in exams. If in exam theory comes, then the marks are more. So this year, theory questions, 12th standard, I'll be asking you after doing it in the class. Okay, you have to compulsorily learn and learn. First merit, underline simple method. Was it simple or not? Very, very simple. Draw the diagram, upward rising positive, downward falling negative. Close to the line high degree, away from the line low degree. Random, no correlation, no linear correlation. Second line, less mathematical knowledge. In fact, no mathematical knowledge is required. No calculations are involved, only drawing of diagram is involved. Third underline, gives some idea about correlation. Full idea it does not give. Exact value it does not give. But some idea. Is it positive or is it negative? Upward rising, lower falling. Further, high degree or low degree. Close to the line, high degree, away from the line, low degree. Some idea of correlation can be obtained. Fourth line suggests linear or not. If it is near to a line, linear. If it is random, then non-linear. No linear correlation. Fifth line, no difficulty in judging the nature. Means positive or negative can be easily known. Nature. Upward rising positive, downward falling negative. Limitation underline does not give exact degree of relationship. Now you can pack your bags. Bye everyone. Bye sir. Tomorrow 5:15 accounts. Close up.